Alright, what's up, yins guys? Time for another video. And this involves something that another thing that I wanted to make a video about, an excuse to make a video about. Had a little conversation with my partner and then say other friends here and there, and this is actually a good thing. Out of curiosity, whether you have friends or haters, say, on here, this YouTube era, and this applies to the world too. But anybody out there, this couldn't be. Some people you might think it's stupid or whatever, but okay, if you're male or female, watching black or white, whether you're black or white, you're like some of my friends of the above there, or if you're anyone like the haters, both on here and out in the world. Good. Throw this question out just to see what I get. And there's no me getting pissed off or any kind of thing, any answer I'm expecting, because there's a couple different answers I'm sort of expecting. But I don't know how to actually ask this, because it's like, well, I know a lot of people that are anything like your girlfriends or wives or anybody or whatever, depending on, they probably never have any clothing items that actually have a lot of symbolic meaning to them, like whether they still wear it or not or what, right? If they have it still in their closet or they wear it, and how long you had it. And this is kind of a question about, all right, the longest you ever owned a clothing item that's still in good condition that you still wear. Actually, this sweater. I'm saying this because I have I don't want to call out names without their permission, but I got a compliment on the other sweater I wore. Yeah, very wonderful person, and says okay, say if you're black or white, male or female, maybe you have a clothing item that you had for a really long time that you bought a particular time, and it's symbolic to you, and for some reason, it's like me. It's like this sweater. This is what I paid pretty good damn amount of money for this. Let's say if you're still in this video and you're still watching this video, you don't think it's boring. If you got this far in this video, maybe I'll pause before I talk and have you take a wild guess. How long do you think I've had this one? And I'm going to talk about I'm saying this because of the quality of an item too. I want to go into the tag on the back of this one and maybe run a check, see if the company has a website or whatever, simply because of the resilience of this particular item, I wouldn't mind if I can find online something, run a check on the style name, and see if I can get versions of this sweater or this one again for the hell of it. But all right, you want to guess how long I had this one, or what year I had this one? And before I explain a symbolic meaning, and I'm saying too, if you're male or female, or black or white, if you're black or white, we're like some of my friends, neighbors, people I work with. I say this because for both old friends years ago and haters from years ago, or here on YouTube, there's symbolic meaning. I'll explain this to you too. For example, okay, this dovetails into an ideology you should have, whoever you are watching. Well, I say this because maybe you have a same clothing item that's from a lot of years that you'll still wear, especially sweater in the wintertime, without actually doing anything or saying anything, walk around all cocky and proud through a particular neighborhood you used to live, or return to a particular restaurant that you ate years ago because you used to live there, or anything, to communicate, to maybe run into old friends or old haters walk by, right? And maybe you figure some years later on, you figure maybe you'd have respect for some of the haters, right? Say, well, maybe in all these years they've matured or whatever, or you have haters. But either way, you're communicating with a particular clothing item or something of a particular time. if you have any kind of ritualistic ideals in your head that you don't always tell people because you'd have to have a pretty thick. You're saying to these people, yep, I'm still alive and well. Yeah, I may have, uh, what do you call it, had some period of time where financially things might have kind of sucked, and you might have been waiting for me to fail, but you admit to them, yeah, I had some fancy job for a while, bought this sweater back in the day, one of the best jobs I had in my life. Oh yeah, I had some sucky times. I collected partial state benefits or whatever at the very least, and worked shit jobs. Then I made a comeback, but oh, there's also a thing if you're black or white or male or female. You hear on TV these situations where you might have something still in your closet, or for whatever reasons you try to put it on and it doesn't fit anymore. Some people gain more weight than others, and I'm surprised. Some people say at a particular time too, when you get older, some people get that weight gain. So, in some cases, I almost wish I would get a little bit, but not to a point where you have trouble with your knees or whatever too. But anyway, all right. If you got this far in this video, I established a few things. Okay. If you've sat through this video long enough, if you've have a guess in your head how long I had this. Okay. God damn it! What the hell? People in the background with them damn. You hear that? Somebody had their car alarm thing going off here, fucking up my damn video. God damn it! Turn that fucking thing off. Jesus Christ! You hear that in the back? Okay. Beep 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 in the background. Doing my video. Anyway, yeah. If you had a guess this long. Okay, I bought this. I think in 1998, I lived across from a restaurant that I ate out all the time. I worked in an industrial park. Started out some minimum wage jobs when I was younger. Like maybe a little bit right when I was about 20. Started an agency, got on with a company, and worked one job for many years. And I got to see where I didn't want to leave the place. They sold the building that I lived across the restaurant, and I had to get out. And then I seen some time where the job I had for all those years went completely for whatever reasons, whether it's union or non-union or whatever the hell. Time goes by, you work some shit job, and all that stuff too, because you can't always. And unlike everybody else that you run into, old friends or old enemies, they would never admit that they were ever poor for a while. Oh yeah, I'm making this much money an hour. I'm driving a truck or an overhead crane for $27 an hour or whatever the hell, and meanwhile they might have been collecting even partial state benefits and working shitty jobs for a while. Then you make a comeback, you know what I mean? But anyway, yeah. All right, so yeah, many years. And what reason why I say this, what the point of this video is, if you got this far, is the quality of a particular item. I mean, if you still have it, how resilient it is. It doesn't really look ragged, and I would buy it again. But you have something you can have a symbol of your own arrogance, whether you're black or white, male or female. You have some kind of views and you want to do what's right, but not be some other kind of jerk that people will try to say you are too. These radical left or right or whatever. People out there that want to see you fail, say you had some fancy job, whether you're black, white, male, or female watching this, or whatever you identify as. People want to see you fail, and the minute something goes wrong with some work or your financial well-being or whatever, there's always somebody out there. Yeah, maybe finally he's going to fail, and maybe he'll do something and commit a crime and go to jail, and we can all laugh or whatever the hell. Maybe he'll be out homeless or living in a box or whatever the hell, and get caught selling drugs. Yeah, and always the people that would say this too, especially me, just hair is a little grayer right now. I'm bald, or I'm a little balder now, but yeah, always the ones that are looking different prejudices or whatever too. Not always racial and not always gender. You get people, if you're black or white watching this, you've got haters that are both black or white. They can be the same race as you or the other race. You've got friends of both kinds too, both black or white. Neither side wishes. I mean, neither side. Um, neither. Both. I mean, I don't. What I want to say, both sides have some kind of potential. One side, if they mature or whatever, but there's one side that ain't always wishing you well. Put it that way. You got people of the other race that friends that wish you well, and other ones that are jealous and don't wish you well. People that are same race as you, friends, or some of them nice to your face, but backstabbers and don't wish you well. And people with the same race as me and the same hair, whether it was when you're younger or both you and the haters that have the same hair length as you. 20 years from now or whatever, maybe some of them matured, or some of them are still the dickheads they used to be. It's like, well, you know what I mean? So, but what I'm saying, if you got the point to this far in this video, the attitude you should have of a particular item that's a symbol of your past glory. Don't dwell on, say, if you were up 1 minute and you failed back then ago, then all these years ago, right? Yeah, hey, yeah, things sucked for a little while, then you may come back. That's a good. Not to dwell or harp on anything that, well, you were up and then you're down again or whatever. Celebrate you're going down and being back up again, but it's a symbol of that. Go wear something like this, and it's like any of your haters from years ago or friends from years ago. It's like walk around and they see you and you don't see them. Yep, still alive and well, but yeah. Oh yeah, and there was a thing I saw like when I listened to other videos I talked about where I always made quotes to Henry Rollins talks or videos. There was a thing that Henry Rollins once said too, that sometimes some things like in the past too, like you return to may seem like gold at the time, but then it can be turns out to be nothing but gold plating or gold coating, and underneath it is plaster and chalk or whatever. I think he's not saying that there wasn't some good back in your days. You had glory up and down, I think he's actually made a quote and said, "What was, and it also means what is now is, and anything in between, rise, fall, up, down. Right now, what is, and there's some things that was. You're kind of thankful that stuff that some stuff that was is not anymore. You some stuff that you're thankful that was. Well, anyway, yeah, some stuff what was, and what is as what is now is, what was. Like you ever see that movie Spaceballs? Everything you see in here, like because you're looking at a video, that scene where they said Rick Moranis in that was the technology. Yeah, anything in a movie, right before it's actually put out there yet. What you're seeing now is happening now. And then he's going, go back to then. Oh, you can't. Why? It's past then. When? Just now. No. Funny shit like that. But anyway, there's some stuff that was, you're glad it was, and it is no more. Yeah, and then some stuff that was some good stuff, but it's not anymore. But that's gone. Well, hey, you got your ups and your downs, ups, But yeah, it's like, so you can have something, whether it's a clothing item or an item that reminds you of the bad or the good, or you see people you haven't run into in years, and you hope you see the haters and the both friends walk around somewhere with the same item and they remember you with it, and who the hell knows? You know what I mean?